Disclaimer: the information and education material contained herein is meant to promote the general understanding and dialogue of GAN's processing. Such information is not meant or intended to serve as a substitute for a healthcare professional's clinical training, experience, or judgment. For patients and individuals, such information is not to be a substitute for professional medical, therapeutic, or healthcare advice or counseling. For medical issues or concerns, including decisions about medications and other treatments, readers, viewers, listeners should always consult their physician or, in serious cases, seek immediate assistance from emergency personnel. Prescription information, procedures, and use of medical devices information should be undertaken only by properly trained and certified medical personnel. We specifically disclaim any warranties, express or implied, including implied warranties of merchantability or fitness for a particular purpose. Such information is provided, as is, and is believed to be accurate at the time of its publishing, but it is the viewer's job to evaluate the accuracy of any information found in this presentation. Every case presented is of their own experience, applied by themselves for themselves, and it applies to their case only. Every person experiencing health problems should seek professional medical advice and consult their course of treatment with a doctor. The processes of plasma balancing described herein are a natural process which supports the body but does not replace medical advice or therapies one is already subject to.
It's time for change to move into the real work of the universe. And it's time to understand that we use the matter state to reach the level of understanding of the soul of the man. Now you understand maybe why the Creator has sent His messengers in the name of whatever you have had. Is that they bring the ears, that it can be used when the time of the Messiah comes. They can teach the soul and the message, not to oppose, but by them understanding through those who have become messiahs, to give from their souls to these to elevate, the job is made easy. The school is there and the students are devotedly there. Then there won't be any fight between what they call the Muslims and the Christians. The lamb and the lion will eat and sleep in the same nest. The Christians and the Muslims will sleep and pray in the mosque and in the same church in the name of their souls, not in the name of religion. That is used to create so much conflict for the benefit of those who were the hyperactive children. The time has come, the time of change is here. And as I said, my wish is my command. If it's your wish to see peace, the path of peace is laid very clearly. It's the soul of the collective awareness. By giving will create that position of change. No other thing. There is no pen in the soul of the man. And I'm sure once you go into the universal community, you will never see anything written but the balance of the fields of the soul of the existence. Try to be humble enough not to become arrogant in the power that you have understood and you possess. Otherwise, you'll fall in the same path of the church and the mosque. This is what we promised, and this is what we have delivered. We have to understand the operation of the soul, and we have to understand the soul of the man is a star in the cosmos of the universe. If we compare the soul of the man and many of us, 7 billion in one collection, Earth is like a galaxy with so many stars. When we look in the depth of the universe, we see galaxies with hundreds of millions of stars in it. So is the planet Earth. It carries 7 billion beautiful stars, which are the soul of the man. Carries with it soul of so many trillions of animals, plants, and everything else. So if you look, when someone who does not see the physicality of the earth and its content, what do they see? They see a galaxy with so many beautiful lights shining, each one according to their strength, each one according to their position. An infant has a beautiful soul, so has the old man. To those who do not see the physical dimension of this planet, but they see the strength of the field, we are clusters of stars. The human race, every single soul, no one from a distance sees that's the soul of a fisherman, that's the soul of the cosmologist, that's the soul of a president. They all shine irrespective of the physicality. This is the magic. This is what the new science has to bring to man. When we look to our soul, we see nothing but a star in the other souls. And this is the break. This is the understanding. This is what all these teachings are about. Coming to mature to the next level, to understand in the deep space, the universe is the oyster for those souls who serve. Then man is ready to go into space. Then man is ready to become part of the universal community which has been promised. I never promised you heaven. I always promised you the elevation of the man to join the family. And now you have the key. It's you who has to open the door to understand, if I can raise the soul of these people or millions of other souls, that the physical life on this planet changes, then I'm worthy to be part of the universal community. To be there to serve, to expand. To be there, to be part, that in the cycle of life of universe, I become, in being part, I become part of the totality. When man reaches that point, a new dimension in the strength of the soul of the man will appear, which is beyond imagination of understanding of the physical life. It's the gate to the opening of the new life, in a new dimension, which is beyond imagination of what you might call a new beginning, a new cycle. Which that cycle carries with itself the origin of the creation of life in the universe. It's the elevation of the soul to serve become the key, not a throne of the physical life. The time is right. The time has come for the man to go through this process.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome to the 252nd One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace and Justice here on Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. This is a broadcast of the Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute, Education Department, and part of the public teachings in English. My name is Rick Crammon, and I'll be host today, along with Mark and Elias. And I think we're ready to present the members of the Universal Council and their program here today. So without further ado, let's get into the document and start the program.
Yes, hello. Hello. Thank you, my dear Rick. Welcome. Suswagatam, my dear beautiful souls, in the beautiful, beautiful energy of knowledge seekers of Keshe Foundation, of beautiful energy of truth seekers of Keshe Foundation, and beautiful, beautiful energy of beauty and totality of Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute, and the beautiful energy of one planet, one nation, one race for justice and world peace. So much beauty in this oneness, in this one love for all. So I want to say that to be simple is so honest, is the image of the Creator. To be simple is giving love. To be kind, taking responsibilities. There's no need of any burden anymore. So here we can say simplicity is the best way to understand the Creator, and truthfulness, of course. So I'm going to read some beautiful words. Through the beauty of the soul of diversity of the languages spoken on planet Earth, all souls are as equal and all are as creators as they are created in the image of the Creator. So, so beautiful. We are all equal, simple, truthful, honest human being and part of humanity and the cosmos. Thank you, my dear beautiful souls. Salam, namaste, salute. Yes, Mary, welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, this is Marie. I'm a Universal Council member for the Norwegian language. And I will read the wish for today from the Universal Council. We, the Universal Council, give from our soul to humanity to tune in the cosmic rays of the Creator to bring peace on earth. I'm present.
I'm present.
And I think this is a very beautiful wish, and it's very up to date with what we are experiencing in these days, with the cosmic rays coming from Linz and from the Creator, and it will reach every soul on planet Earth, the fishes, the plants, the animals, every human being, good or bad. We will all be enhanced by these cosmic rays. So the world will change and everything will be as a dream, I think. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear Mary. This is, yes, Jaco. Welcome, Jaco.
Yes, hello everyone. This is Jaco UC Dutch. I welcome you also, and I put this picture because I would like to share with you my experience we had last Wednesday. And as Marie said, there are big changes to come, and it is very important that we can share all this together so that we can all experience the same and grow the same to reach the goal of peace on earth. Last Wednesday, we went into the system, and without talking to each other, Marie and I were in the flight systems. Mr. Keshe did some tuning, and in my case, I felt in the beginning a strong shivering. It was shaking my back that I had the feeling I fell down from my chair. So intensive it was. And last Sunday on the American teachings, I asked Mr. Keshe, and he says, yes, that's the test they do to check how much we give and how much we take. And I can tell you these feelings in this system, I can compare it to June 16th when I went in first time. To now, there's a big difference. Not only that they tune the system very much, it's also the fields and the strength that you feel when you're inside of it. And the beauty was that Marie, as well as I, we connected to you knowledge seekers, to the Universal Council, and to the Dome of Peace. And in my case, after that, I started to connect the countries, representing the languages, and the continents. And in this moment, I felt a very, very strong emotion. And I saw this picture that we're looking at now. Of course, there were no clouds down there, but the whitish, bluish skyline of the Earth, the connection to the universe. And because of the connections we made before, they were at this moment there. So it felt like hundreds of connections to the Earth, to you all, souls. And in this moment, I opened up the connection to the universal community. And this moment is felt like the interconnection of souls. And that's the topic where I would like to speak about with you today. Because this interaction of souls in the next time what is to come, in the foundation, in the changes of services that the foundation is offering, this connection of souls is one of the most important things. And it will start on the 16th, where we'll be as a group together. No one knows what will happen, what will be there. And I think the best thing is to expect nothing, because then we can receive everything that the system has to offer. I can say that when we went out of the system the first time, after 45 minutes, maybe a little bit more, Marie and I, we talked together, and we noticed that we did exactly the same in the beginning, although we did not talk about it, or it was just there. And this synchronicity comes more and more. And I think we should not be astonished about that, because the souls grow together. And the more we have our meeting points where we come together, where we connect together, the more we use this, the more we spread it, not only 9 o'clock Central European time in the evening, but throughout the day, then this soul connection becomes one. And we need this oneness to reach the goal of peace on earth. Now, if we listen to the feedback of Mr. Keshe, and we also had a meeting in the evening with him, this process is running. The foundation offers, we come later to that, these new connections, these new services, where in fact all the systems, the flight system in Linz, the stackers at home, your magraphs, all your fields, your reactors come together on the same level. And if we combine that with our souls, it is hard to describe unless you say it is limitless. Now, when everything becomes possible, we should really think about what we wish. Because in this wish lies the future, not only of us single ones, but the future of humanity and the total, all souls in existing. It was very special that day when we went out the first time. Mr. Keshe says, you will stay connected. So in fact, we had a session over several hours. We went for a little lunch and came back 2 o'clock and went again in the system. So in the end, it was about 3:30 that we could get out. And this connection was there all the time. It was very intense, but also very beautiful, like the picture we're looking at now. Next slide, please. Here we see the logo with the Universal Enhancement Spaceship Center. We really are at this point to become travelers of space. And it is very, very important that we do it with the right ethos. Because if we don't, it will block us like the last few thousand years. We will not make much progress if we do. Next slide, please. So here we see this comprehensive universal plasma coverage. I was thinking a lot about it, and when we were in the meeting with Mr. Keshe, I saw that somehow he was happy with what we reached till now, and happy about what is to come. And if we think about this offering, what they have, be it the health, be it the energy, be it whatever what is to come, the food or whatever, with the universal cosmic rays, from now on, there's a possibility to send them, to set them to, for what reason you're in the system or connected to the system. And there's a possibility that they send the right rays for your needs. So if we think about that, what that will do in future, in near future, it starts from the 16th. This will change a very, very lot. Next slide, please. We see here the wellness program, the nourishment program, the energy program, transmutation facilities. Next one, please. The comprehensive, the leisure and sports facilities, and the plasmatic effort. All these things are about to come. And I can assure you, with the visit in the system, this will change humanity. And it is necessary. We all know the situation, how it is progressing on Earth. But see this as an answer from Mr. Keshe, from the foundation, because this will solve so many problems. In fact, we don't have to travel anymore. We can link in on the right level with the cosmic rays, and they can bring our needs. So this will make humanity completely autark, independent from whatever. And this will bring a complete different future. And always be aware with these fields, and if we are dealing with these fields, there's always an enhancement that we can accept and that will also function during our flights, our experiences when we're in the system. When I was the first time in Linz 2020, I talked to Mr. Keshe and he was not so positive about what is to come, in this way that he says, we have to do it. We have to bring the position of peace to Earth. And what we see now on the screen, what comes in the near future are really big steps. And for me, it is very positive. I really see it as a chance for humanity with the steps that we are going now. And it's wonderful to do it together with you. The meeting we had in Linz with Andreas, with Dean, with Mario, it was so good. It was so nice when souls synchronize and are on the same level. It's like a new dimension. So I'm really happy to go this way with you. I see forward what is to come and to all the changes that we will experience together. We do it step by step, but we do it with the goal of peace on Earth. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, my dear Jaco. Thank you for this beautiful explanation. And now this is a time when this is the moment of silence, for the 1 minute of silence for the elevation of the soul of the 5+1 peace negotiators, the souls of the IAEA, all souls working for peace in Vienna, the soul of humanity, the souls of world leaders and religious leaders of planet Earth. And this is the elevation of all that is. So this elevation starts from now. Thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. Salam, namaste, salute. Thank you for being here, taking the responsibility as the elevation of souls creates the path of peace in more clarity every moment. So this is the way we create peace. Thank you so much. We can go to the next slide. Here, yes.
So this is the one planet, one solution, and we are here to serve. With the next steps that Mr. Keshe is taking, he combines the solutions for the needs with the offering of the elevation of the souls. And this is a lovely combination. We will see changes, we will see the wishes come true with the solutions that are here now, and they are new to humanity, new to you and me. And we really can see forward what that will bring. So instead of one city, one center, this is in fact the same, but on a different way. the machines are necessary to bring the situation for the network, but our connection will in future be with a phone, with a headphone. We will tune in and we will receive. We did the tests in Reactor group. I was there myself. I had my experiences myself, and it was really beautiful to see how simple it functions. And these experiences we now can share together as a group of one. Soon it will be 1,000, 10,000. And by the end of next year, we hope to have 100,000 in one session. These
And
dimensions.
yeah.
Yes?
Yes, I can wait till you're finished.
No problem. These dimensions will bring a difference in the possibilities we have. And Mr. Keshe was thinking about this for a long time, and he often said, we have to do it this time in a perfect way. And in my eyes, where we are heading to now, this is a perfect way. Yes, Marie?
Yes, I was thinking of the simplicity of it. Like Sweta also was talking about the simplicity of it, because we from kind of needing all these things to elevate and to go forward, we now only need to connect to these fields. And we also have these fields within, so we need to connect to each other as well. And with these cosmic fields from Linz and from the Creator, the magic will happen. We will elevate. We will not need the food. We don't need to kill an animal to get food on the table, because we will be fed by these fields. And everything else, the heating, I don't know, everything. So I think it will be very simple, a simple way of living, which will be kind of good for all, because everyone will be reached by these fields. So it really join us together on the same level, all of us. As I said earlier, the fishes in the sea, the plants on the land, the animals, everyone, even the stones, they have souls as well. Everyone receives from the cosmic fields. And these fields is what we need to go to this next step of becoming universal beings, even if we are already in the universe, but it will make us able to transmute and live our life much, much more free. So it's a beautiful future. And all thanks to all this development, and it's going so rapidly, we can nearly not keep up. And when we met Mr. Keshe, Jacko, in Linz, Mr. Keshe himself is astonished by the development.
Yes.
So it's not like it's planned, it's like it's developing out of what is created. And it simplifies everything. So it's just so beautiful. And he was so happy, Mr. Keshe, when we talked to him. He was like, oh, it was just magical. He was so happy, he was so calm, he was so satisfied with everything that is coming. So that was beautiful to see.
This is the power of we.
Yes. And it's thanks to all of the knowledge seekers and everyone who supports the work of Keshe Foundation, because this is the most important work in the history of Earth, I'm sure.
Exactly.
I just wanted to say that I stuck this picture in here because this is the background for today's meeting. And I thought I chose it somehow. I thought simplicity or to try to capture the essence or that joy of when we were a child, for example, and when life was simple and we just marveled at the world around us and so on. And I thought this image captures it. This is a child of the plasma technology, you could say. And I won't say any names, but it just represents the connection that a lot of children have nowadays. They are being brought up in a plasmatic environment, in a field-based environment that's more important than the physicality, and they appreciate that, I think. So I just wanted to put that in here, and
it fits perfect.
It seems appropriate, yes.
Very beautiful. And all our us grown-up children, the grown-ups, like I know there's a lot of people who wants a simpler life on all levels, and this is coming, and it's in a way a little bit up to us to speed up this development and to connect, and we have learned so much about the conduct and everything. So it's coming, it's like it's coming now. It's not in a half a year. It's coming now. Be prepared.
We better catch up.
Yes.
Marie, it's Dean here. Jacko, it was beautiful to be present with both of you, and since you went into the system, I can speak for myself. So I know that whatever you did, whatever intentions you had, have enhanced and elevated many, and I felt it myself. So whatever you gave in the system, I feel within my system that I've been enhanced, and it's opened up something within inside me. So I thank you for that, and the beauty that is being shown here. One thing I would like to say is we all we speak about this plasma, we speak about the soul of the man, and for some it's new. It's only just coming into their vision, their viewpoint, however they receive it. And so sometimes when you talk about non-physicality, for many this can be a difficult thing to understand. So we have to make people aware of this interaction gives the possibility to enjoy the beauty on this planet, being in peace and having this, like this picture we see in front of us, of that feeling of being a child again, when you're free and there is no concerns, there's no worries about anything outside of your immediate environment. And when that is as beautiful as something is very simple as just being in a field, in a garden with some flowers, or being anywhere where you feel nurtured and loved, then you tend to interact in a very beautiful way. You become very pure. You become the essence of creation, which is exactly what you are. And this is what we want to install back into humanity, to understand the true significance and beauty of what lies within. And most of this is through our thoughts and intentions. And we can create this in any moment. As Marie just said, we are present with it now. It's here right now. It is present here right now, because in this very instant, in this precise moment, you can make a decision to create anything with a thought, and it just creates a field strength that enhances and brings it forward. So this technology, this ancient wisdom, this new technology, however you'd like to describe it, is bringing forward again a field strength, a beauty, an understanding for all of us to live like a child again and experience and enjoy the beauty that is all around us and within you in each and every moment. So thank you both. It was wonderful to meet you both, and it was a pleasure and honour to feel the field strength of the UC and all the souls present. And I think it can only expand more and more as these moments and more souls join in this wonderful community. Thank you both.
Thank you, Dean, for your beautiful words. You know, I have this thought that when all souls, wherever it's a Universal Council member or a knowledge seeker or a searching soul or someone who is not searching, you know, everyone, and the animals and the stones and everyone, when all souls are enhanced with these fields from the Creator, I think the soul calling is what will bring the souls to join us. I think, like, it's the same how I came to the Keshe Foundation. It's my soul who brought me, because I had a need. I had a need to meet people who really wanted to work for peace. And suddenly I was in the Keshe Foundation. I didn't know any of you before, but my soul brought me in. So I think that's how humanity, which includes the animals and everyone, also all souls, it's trillions of souls. The souls will be attracted or will at least search for the truth, will know more through our communication. And as a Universal Council member, and all my fellow Universal Council member, we are here to guide the souls, to find the way. So that's what we will do. So it's a beautiful future, and everyone will come. Some people will use a longer time because, you know, maybe the soul is very weak from bad behavior or whatever. You know, we have all kinds of people or souls on this planet, but within we are all the same, and we are all the children of the Creator, and He's kind of calling us in. We will go, all of us, because everyone wants to go home.
And this is what I call the interconnection and the interaction of souls.
Yes.
We as one.
Yes. Well, because we are all made of the same. Didn't Mr. Keshe talk about that in his latest Knowledge Seekers workshop?
Exactly.
It all came, we're all coming from the same ray. That divided and interacted, and we are all the manifestations of the Creator. So every soul you meet, even if it's your dog or your neighbor or your lover, it's the Creator. Yes, it will be simpler. It's kind of simplifies everything. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear Mary. So beautifully you said. Thank you, Jacko. Anybody, any beautiful souls else want to say something? You are welcome.
We can do that later.
Okay, okay. So we can, yes.
Hello, here is Andreas. I would like to share
Okay, thank you.
a testimonial. Thank you. Yeah, at first I had been in Linz too, but I don't had been in the system. I wanted to see Jaco, Marie, and the others, and also had other things to do in Linz. And I came then to the exhibition center when Linz and Marie had been the second time in the system, and I was there in the exhibition speaking to Mario, and suddenly Marie and Jaco came, and they came to us, and I was very in a good mood, but I had the whole day to do till shortly before I came to the exhibition, and so I was not fully in balance. And in the minute when Marie and Jaco came and stood beside me, I felt that everything is changing in my plasma. And then we also tried that I stand between them, and I felt instantly total strong. It had really much powers to stand between them, and I felt that my feet are pulling me to the ground. And Jaco told me afterwards that Marie and he had their hands in the air towards me, and yeah, I felt more energy. And Jaco told me afterwards that he was trying to pull me to the ground with the fields, something like that. And it really feels like that. And from this time on, from this minute, I was so happy and so elevated and so satisfied. And then we went into a shopping center, and I said to them, imagine how many souls get elevated here, which are here. And the difference is that I knew that they had been in the system and are very strong magraphs, plasmas, and all the souls which had been in the shopping center, and there had been very much souls, they don't know about the plasma technology, they don't know about the elevation, and maybe they feel all totally good, but then they go back into their normal physical life, which is not bad, but we have to teach them and make them aware what is happening so that they can start using what they get. Does not depends if we as knowledge seeker do that or as universal council, or if you make the new mobile systems for the wellness, energy, and so on, we have to teach them, and also the correct conduct and everything what we learned in the last years, that is our responsibility. And what I saw very much from the meeting with the 3 days with Marie and Jaco, Dean, Mario, Mr. Keshe shortly, and the others. And also I made a new observation. I had emotional imbalances, long-term imbalances, which has to do with my family, with my son's family. And I asked for help in a way, my soul. And for example, Dean gave me answers in a few sentences in the physicality, what I was able to use to understand more and to find solutions. And at the same time, Jaco and Marie gave me answers. And it's like a puzzle. You get the answers and you build the puzzle together. And this is the solution for different problems. And I could see that very clearly, how the things came together. And back to the everyone is the creator. I said, I believe to Marie, the creator speaks through every one of us. And really he does. That really can see so clearly, and I'm so thankful that we can share and help us to understand more. And like Marie said, we all will do it. We will bring peace on earth, and we will have a exciting and beautiful, beautiful future. Thank you to all.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Andreas.
Yes.
It was a good time.
Beautiful words.
Thank you for your beautiful words, Andreas. It was a joy to meet you. And I have to say, I wish for all knowledge seekers to meet other knowledge seekers, because we are family. So it was so beautiful. Thank you.
And in your explanation, is the here to serve, to grow. We all, in the exchange we have, in the sharing what we feel, what we know, is the key for us self to grow, which is the goal. And that I felt these days extremely. It was one wonderful time. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, my dear Jaco. Thank you, Andreas. So beautifully you shared. Thank you, my dear Mary. Now we can go to the next slide.
This is a video.
Yes, this is a video. As a volunteer, the beautiful team Brazil asked me, as a volunteer and knowledge seekers, how your experiences with Keshe Foundation, and I shared with them in a way that I have been through all those years in this beauty and totality. Thank you. Thank you so much, Team Brazil. Obrigada. Hello, my dear Claudia, my dear beautiful Team Brazil, my dear beautiful souls. I am Shweta Anwar, a volunteer and knowledge seeker of Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, always will be. And thank you for giving us all this opportunity always to share our experience as a volunteer, as a knowledge seeker. Thank you so much for this opportunity, my dear ones. So as a knowledge seeker, as a volunteer and a knowledge seeker of Keshe Foundation Spaceship Institute, I am able to understand how to create balance from within to be in the giving and receiving love, and walking in the path of peace and love, manifesting the beauty and totality in a way, understanding that we are always part of the Creator, never to be separated. In the knowledge of the unified fields of the universal Creator, we understand the way truth and love serves. It was the presence of the I am present I signed the peace treaty, and the real happiness as a being started. Even so much is going on, I started trusting my souls and understand that just we have to listen for the calls of love, and that the communication is always. Keshe Foundation respected and loved me so much, and all volunteers are equally loved and respected in the journey. I will say, if I can make the cup, anybody can. When I was creating the 4 cups, Gans, not even fully understanding the knowledge then, at that time, it was year end of 2015 and start of 2016. But even then, the 4 Gans understood me as when they are prepared, I kissed the jars and full of joy said, I love you. With the responsibility of creating beauty and totality in peace, I felt the freedom and abundance and beautiful, full of energy, started the gift to be given, and that is always. Many has benefited with this communication. As a volunteer in the giving and receiving love, some created the trust and communicated soulfully and benefited from the waters universal, and some needs more understanding in levels. As a volunteer, I experienced and learned that education in this matter has changed the way and path of many from the natural and universal way of being as natural and how it is the only truth. And this knowledge we enhance, communicate and grow in a civilization. Thus, living life happily always in all dimensions with the courage as the virtue of the heart, I became a lover, stepping forward, walking in peace with all beautiful souls in existence. Thank you so much, my dear beautiful souls. Thank you, Team Brazil. And I will say, as a volunteer and a knowledge seeker, I welcome Suswagatam to you all, beautiful souls, to be in this beautiful energy of Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute, in this beauty and totality. Salam, namaste, salute. Thank you. Oh, beautifully. Thank you, Team Brazil. Thank you for giving us so much love and respect. How can I say any word about it? So much love to you all, always. Thank you so much. Salam, namaste, my dear. Obrigada. Rick, can we go to the next slide? Oh.
This is a video from Hassan Halal, I think his name is, which is also made by beautiful buscadores in Brazil. Thank you for creating all this beautiful work. Thank you.
Hello world, hello knowledge seekers, hello beautiful Brazilian family of the Keshe Foundation. My name is Hassan Halal, I'm 43 years old and I'm honored to share with you my fulfilling journey with the Keshe Foundation. You have been a model and a motive to me since you started your beautiful sessions. I'm born and was raised in Senegal. I'm from a Palestinian Lebanese father and a Lebanese mother which migrated to Africa because of a formal civil war between Christians and Muslims, which ended up with a lot of killing of Lebanese people. I grew up in the blessed land of Africa, where I enjoyed a nice childhood between Africans and Arab children, all loving each other. My parents came in touch with Islam Shia sectarian group at the age of 20, when the Islamic Revolution in Iran began with Ayatollah Khomeini, and later on, war between Israel and the Muslims began. We grew up learning that we have an enemy named Israel, and we were taught that the ultimate way of accessing paradise is to become a martyr and bomb yourself during the jihad, a war against the enemies of Islam. I'm very sad that up to today the same education is still going on, and children at a very young age are brainwashed to hold a weapon and be ready for what I call suicide and not martyr. but hopefully we are bringing hope of a better future at the Keshe Foundation, where children are taught that we are all equal and that the color of the skin, the religious beliefs, or the background does not matter. We are human beings. The first time I have been in touch with the Keshe Foundation was at a very crucial moment of my life, where I was looking for answers to many questions which I could not find in my life education and nor in my religious beliefs. I was doing research on a daily basis on alternative energy and a sustainable way of living in harmony with nature. In September 2017, I saw the first lecture given by Mr. Keshe on YouTube on 21st September 2012, where he talks after the Tesla presentation of Professor Miles. It was a year after the passing of my father, and I was looking for answers on the reason of our existence on Earth, our beautiful home. I started studying the knowledge of the Keshe Foundation and was sharing with everyone around me about my day-to-day exciting discoveries about this beautiful knowledge, which covers all aspects of our life. I started to get involved with the former French team in March 2018, where I watched my first live Zoom session in French, and I was invited to help translating Thursday's Knowledge Seekers workshop. I have been through this journey for a year and 4 months. Having no experience in translation before that day, I agreed to try. In the beginning, it was tough, but I was gaining a lot of knowledge during those translations, and it helped me raise my level by learning new words in a language I was not native. Not having a computer, I was translating on paper sheets by handwriting and was sending photos of the work to a gorgeous woman who was typing it on her computer and presenting it every Thursday with the French group. 3 months later, they decided to buy a computer for me. A call was made to the French community for a donation, and in 15 days, 500 euros were raised, and I received my computer 15 days later. I would like to thank each and everyone for the support I received. I met gorgeous people doing a huge work and sharing in a joyful environment and in a language I was familiar with. I enjoyed being part of transmitting the knowledge to a family looking for answers to the same questions I was asking myself and more. On a meta-state level, I started producing yarns and was giving it to whoever was asking for zero cost. In the beginning, I was trying to convince everyone around me, but most people were skeptic about it, and I found it very frustrating. Later on, I understood that souls were not ready and that I should not be judgmental about it. I kept on translating, studying, and sharing with souls which were ready and willing to receive, try, and learn about this beautiful knowledge. Working at the soul level during our minutes of silence is what I believe added a lot more on my volunteer work in the background, which we all are doing on a daily basis at the Keshe Foundation, and that is what keeps my heart beating every day. Signing the World Peace Treaty with the pen of the soul is what made me progress by allowing myself and others to make mistakes and learn from them to become the best version of me. I do not pretend to be perfect, but the difference to my life before the Keshe Foundation is that I always try to correct, and I learned that we can become better beings. Today I allow others to experience without judging, because at the end of it, it is all about sharing and gathering in a joyful environment, and we are all together creating it. The commandments played a key role in my progress and understanding about our soul aspect of life. I learned that souls are transparent, equal, and detached. I learned that souls have no enemies and give without expecting nothing in return. Souls take what they need at the moment they need and equal to their needs. Souls do not harm, do not lie, do not kill. Souls forgive and progress. I learned that our differences are our beauties and richness. I learned a lot from our gatherings on Wednesday with beautiful hosts and teachers from different languages and backgrounds, and the magic in it is that we have been made better beings progressively without us knowing by our beloved Mehran Tavakoli Keshe. Look at who we are today and compare it to where we come from. A lot has been done, and nobody can turn off this light once the first spark is turned on. We are messengers of peace and friendship. We are here to serve, not to be served. We are here to shine like the sun shines on everyone. We are here to fall like rain falls on everyone. We love without reason, and we smile through the pain. Special thanks for each and everyone at the Keshe Foundation for every input on a daily basis, which are deeply soul-touching. Special thanks to such a humble being sent to us to remind us about our beauties. Thanks to a man, a father, a scientist, a brother, a friend, a master of loving and kindness, which made us understand why we are here, and is still providing us such knowledge every day and free of charge. We have to keep on being available by transferring what we learn on a daily basis for those who have lost hope of a better future, which we all are building together. Reaching inner peace will only end up achieving peace with others, to help them taste that feeling of fulfillment we all have a glimpse of. Trying to be an anchor point to others, as Mr. Keshe has always been to us, so that nobody gets abused by this beautiful knowledge of peace and space technology of the Creator. Thinking good can only end up doing good. If you cannot help, at least do not harm. Give from your soul and just enjoy it. Be love. I love you all, Keshe family.
Thank you. So beautiful. Our heart has filled with love, my dear Hassan. So beautifully you said. And thank you. Thank you, my dear Hassan. Salam, namaste, my dear. Salute. What I can say, the moment of joy and happiness and the beauty of love. It's actually experience, you know. We have to experience this. These are the experiences we have. So thank you. Love you too, my dear Hassan. So we can go to the next slide. Here. Here, Mary. Okay. Hello, Mary. Are you there?
I think she dropped out, Shweta.
Okay. This is about the soul teaching that is always conducted in Wednesday, organized. And the beautiful teacher is Mary and many other beautiful teachers. And this is a Keshe Foundation private teaching in English. And it is always at the time, starts at the time, the day is Wednesday, and the time is 6 p.m. CET or CEST. And the Zoom room number is 676-264-442. And this is, well, you can say a private teaching, but then as a soul elevate, and it elevates so many. So I think this will remain, well, I will say it is for everybody, and it is going to be, there will be, well, for me, my point of view, there should be the teaching for everyone, and it is for everyone because it is a soul teaching. Private is a word. So thank you, my dear, for listening. The soul teaching is a beauty, and this teaching is very necessary in a way, and many wouldn't understand how the soul, the fields of the soul works, the soul of man, the soul of the universal soul, and the soul of the creator. So if you, any beautiful soul wants to attend, please do. You are most welcome. So we can go to the next slide. Here is bring the needs and wishes from your community to the Universal Council as one planet, one nation, one race for justice and world peace. So I welcome you beautiful souls, all of us, to get an interaction as what Mary and Jacko has experienced and what is going to come, as my Masaya Shriman M. Keshe has said, that things are, well, comprehension is the beauty, but then who knows? Love has so much, love has so much of it, beauty in it. There's more beauty. So if anyone wants to say or share or had any wish, please open your mic and do share. This is the time for interaction after many, many years of time doing these jobs and all, even not looking what we are. Is there a family? Is there a society? Is there even a civilization? We came to know, like the village, like the village community sit down and say beautiful words to each other, sharing experience. We can share and we can understand each other much more better than ever. Thank you, my dear. Welcome.
Thank you, Sweta. It's Dean here. So I'd like to just say to everybody, thank you so much for those beautiful testimonials, those words and those visuals, those images that were delivered. I'm sure touched the heart and soul of many that will be viewing this in this moment and in the moments to follow, because all of this is recorded, and certain souls walk into this information, to this field strength, when they are positioned, when they're ready, when they feel the need, and then they suddenly find themselves going through these, which will be an archive of these recordings, and they are present for humanity to then go through the steps and the procedures, that the process, the beauty that is the knowledge of the foundation, in their own time, space and position. So bring the needs and wishes from your community to the Universal Council as one planet, one nation, one race, for justice and world peace. And we all know that peace starts with inside ourselves. And so we saw from those beautiful presentations how the expansion of the soul and the expansion of the physicality, soul of the man in a physical form and the soul in a plasmatic condition, enhances and brings forward a new ethos, a new understanding. And it's, as Sweta just explained, that soul connection, that coming back and re-experiencing the pure essence of the beauty that is part of all of us, as we are part of this totality. We call it, we're now saying it's a ray from the Creator, and it's one ray, and that encompasses all of us, the whole of humanity and all the other creatures and beings in any shape or form that they decide to manifest in. And so that encompasses every single one of us. And as we all share our space, our time, place and position with each other, it's for us, each of us, to come to a position to experience this in the moment, in this moment that that is present for you, whenever that is. So, so one planet, one nation, one race, for justice and world peace. We see at the moment, I don't want to go into negatives, but we see many turbulences and many situations around the planet that are causing us interactions that for many peaceful souls we find hard to take, unacceptable, not what we would desire, not what we wish for, and not what we need. So when we start to interact with this this wisdom, this beauty that is the technology, and it is the enhancement of the soul, then we start to realize that there's a way to interact that doesn't involve conditions that don't benefit our physicality and don't bruise our interactions as a soul. We start to realize that we have the capability in this precise moment to be whatever we need to be. And we have a choice in every single moment, every breath, as we receive, as we breathe in, and as we give, as we breathe out. We have a precise moment in the physicality to make a choice, to give. And in this precise instant, this moment, you can make a change. You can be the difference. You can be this this beauty. So the needs and wishes of your community, each and every one of you know the needs and wishes of your community. You're aware of it. You're part of it. You live and breathe, and you interact on a level that involves your communication on a zero-time communication, which is your soul. So you think to yourself, or you have a thought, I may need some energy, so I may want to make a cup of coffee or tea or something. So it's a thought that initiates the conscious being, and then you move forward and you create this interaction, so you receive the energy. So the Universal Council have come together and are here to aid and help humanity to understand this condition that is part of a much bigger picture. However, that bigger picture is part of you. As there is a universe within inside yourself, there is a universe outside of yourself. And it's always flowing, it's constant communication. And so this universal condition is present on the planet. And the technology being brought forward in the way of touching the soul, giving us the possibilities now to communicate and take energy in different ways and receive energies in different ways. And we can do this with our thoughts and intentions. We can send that to each other now. And we can also experience this now with this the new systems that Mr. Keshe has brought forward. And these systems are available in a mobile position now. And it's early days and the testing has started. We heard that Jacko and Marie have been through the system, and many others, knowledge seekers. And they've given to the system, and they've created a balance. And Mr. Keshe has reported that it was wonderful to see this balanced condition when the UC members went inside the unit and created this perfect flow for everybody to receive. And so now this is being brought forward for each and every one of you to receive in a mobile position. So you can have a phone, some headphones, and you can tap into this. and you can receive energies that will bring about emotional balance and other conditions that can be balanced out in the physicality just by tapping in with a mobile phone. So all of a sudden we have a communication where we can all of us receive from a centralized position the energies that we need, so we can give this out to the communities, so we can bring the needs and wishes from the community, from your thoughts and intentions, and you can bring these wishes into the system, and then you can give this energy to your children, to your pets and animals, to the vertical friends, the planet, the oceans. It's up to you. You have this intention, this wish within inside yourself. You know what responds with you. You know what you need to do to create a beauty all around you. And when you start to become this, beauty, and you start to give, you'll find that many wonderful creations happen. And then you see, like the picture we saw earlier on with the beautiful child in the field, just pure happiness and joy in the physicality, brought forward by an intention and a wish. So bring your needs and wishes from your community to the Universal Council, and they will be shared across the planet and beyond. And then we can all receive this beauty that is, it is present now. It is present in this very, very moment. And it's always been a pleasure and an honor to be part of the foundation, and its teachings and its experiences that has been given to each and every one of us. And as we saw with those knowledge seekers that have just come forward, those Universal Council members, you saw and you felt, and I know each and every one of us felt the beauty in those words, and it touched us. No matter who we are, when you listen to this, when you receive this information, it touches you on a soul level, and we're all connected. And it brings us back to a position of the unity of yourself, mankind, and the universal community, and that ray from the Creator, and you're all part of it. So thank you all for being present in this precise moment. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dean. I would like to add to this because it's exactly what we also experienced in Linz. Mr. Keshe, in the meeting, we asked him what we can do to support more on the Universal Council level. And his answer was, take care of the souls. So his assignment to us is to take care of the souls. And I think today's presentation is a wonderful example of how it should be. And I really like to thank you all for participating.
Thank you, my dear Dean. So beautifully you presented, you always do. Like standing, now we can understand that here's Dean. Hey, here I am, and nothing else. We don't need. Like that, when we prepare for the journey and we make the suitcases, big suitcases, 1, 2, 3, and lots of loot, and the clothes and all the jewelry and all, and we always I have lost this, but this time the journey is you and me, and all that is all needed. We don't need this clothes anymore. Wherever we go, we'll be like that accordingly. So thank you, my dear Dean. So beautifully you said. Thank you, Jaco.
Thank you, Sveta. Can I just quickly say something? So
yes.
Thank you. Thank you, Jaco. You always bring about such a peace. Jaco has a wonderful presence. All knowledge seekers do. And he brings forward, he has a very soothing, beautiful tone, and he's a very gentle person who brings about a beauty wherever he goes. And thank you, Jaco, for that. And all of you, Sweto, Stefania, Marie, all the all the people that are present, all the UC members, they all bring forward such an incredible field strength to give, to share, and it's quite incredible. So I myself are going to go through this mobile enhancement and experience it. So it will be interesting. This is on this Friday, and I will experience it myself, and then hopefully next UC meeting we can share some more information. I can sense and feel it on the level that Jacko and Marie and others that have experienced it, and bring this out to the world more, so more people can start to interact and understand. Because remember, this is mobile. You only need a phone and some headphones, and you can all be part of this. You can tap in, and it's been given. For some people, it's a lot of money. For others, it's less. However, if we all come together and start sharing and start donating to each other, then all of us can receive it. We can bring in a centralized position and all put in a little, and so then we can start sharing it, so that we can give this out to everybody, and everybody can experience this. And once this position takes place, then it will expand out, and then we'll find that as all things, when it first starts off, there's physical costs that have to be taken into position. But when we start elevating souls, creating the condition, then this elevation is going to expand out and create more wonderful things that are beyond the financial aspects of what we've been constrained by within our own communities and nations in these moments. So we're expanding out, and we shall see. I'm looking forward to having this experience. So thank you, Sweta.
Thank you, my dear Dean. Thank you so much. Yes, we are all forward and to see. We know, but the experiences. I have said, this experiences of every being on this planet and the cosmos will be outstanding, I will say. Thank you, my dear Dean. Thank you, Jacko. Yes, with your presence, it feels so much, so much good. Thank you. So any beautiful soul wants to share anything more? You are so much welcome.
I see in our chat. Go ahead, Mosfeq.
This is Mosfeq. I don't know how much beauty I hold, Sweta, but it's not our own beauty that we need to be mesmerized by. It's in a way, I think this is the part about Mr. Keshe mentioning about take care of the soul. That statement is where the beauty lies, in a way. It's not us beautiful or whatever. It's we beautify other souls by giving. That's of course, the Universal Council is doing it, and wonderfully, and we are all here fortunate to have them to light up the way, so to speak, as they proceed. And then I'm honored to be in one of the ones that's behind this, journey. So, elevating the soul, and one of the things, perhaps, is we on this planet, have and are going through many things. Sometimes it's very difficult to imagine doing anything for many people beyond their daily sustenance. I am among some of the poorest people in the world. So it's a daily experience. And, sometimes you look at the people around and you say, how are they going to, join us? And it's and there I think, instead of saying how are they going to join us, we can rephrase it saying, how are we going to contribute them to join us? And, we have been told that we are limited in 100 different ways, but are we? So let's take care of all the souls on this planet, to the very best of our ability. And, this, if and this is what's happening as we are aspiring to this best of our abilities, the tools, Keshe Foundation plasma technology, is unfolding to this aspiration, or the aim that many here has. Some people, those who are very occupied there with their daily living or survival, they too have them. And what we who have been able to, especially the Universal Council, who have been able to, lead the way, they are essentially showing us that let's get these guys to go with us. And this is honor, but honor that we live up to this honor by being humble to it. This is probably the closest I can come in word form. And so, is it restricted to the people I see around me? The mosquito that gets trapped in my mosquito net sometime, they too are in it. They will find their position. They won't bother me as much as, actually, they have started doing less. This is another interesting thing. Much less than they used to. And the period of the year that we are in, they're supposed to be bothering me, all around, all over, but it's not that bad. Is it where I am it's different? Or, so every being, be it a human being, a mosquito, we can participate in that elevation. Now, at the planetary level, we know that there is certain anomalies in the planetary or even the solar system, or the higher levels, that contributes to things that are happening on the planet and off the planet as well. But as we elevate the mosquito or the planet Earth or the sun, it doesn't matter. They're all souls. Are we able to elevate them? Why not? The only requirement here is that we remember and respect and love all of these souls in the same way. yes, each of them will have their own energy requirement or shortage of energy, whatever that is. And part of our experience, you know, as Marie and Jaco went to the system, you know, in Rick's it was happening during Rick's presentation on Wednesday, and so they went in, and we were in the meeting in silence as they were going through their work, and it was a wonderful experience. And in my own little way, I participated in it. But little does not mean that we can't go far. We can. The situation on the planet that we are in right now is not necessarily restricted to the planet. So the elevation that is required for others, and this can be sensed as we do our travels, and starting on the 16th. And so, yes, there are things in my own, near my home, the mosquito in my room, the people around me. Yes, they all have their own needs. But you know, there are a lot more to this universe than this little planet. And it's time for us to extend ourselves beyond this confine of this planet, not necessarily just going there, but elevating the souls, the stars and the planets and the galaxies and so forth. Is there a need there? It's the same thing. Our body, our neighborhood, it's the same situation. The thing is that, you know, at one point our neighborhood was just the people a few kilometers surrounding us. Now we can think at the planetary level very easily. Why not more? Because in a way, is it because of the whole situation that we are in this shape, or is it we are impacting this situation? Can we impact the situation the other way? So they are around us as much as they are within us. The inner connection is there too, as much as the outer. So really exploring both the inner space and the outer space together, and participating in this soul elevation. The soul of the universe has to be balanced enough so that we, the human beings, or the cell in my finger, is balanced too. There is no separation between the cell in my finger or the universe itself. So the beauty is all around us. The only thing we have to be careful that the beauty does not make us arrogant. And you know, the arrogance is not bad in the sense that when it comes in, it's an indication that, well, maybe I need to look at things differently to bring back the humility. So even in arrogance, there is a lesson that we can find our balance with humility. And with that, we serve all the souls, from the littlest to the biggest, for they're all equal, aren't they? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so, so much, my dear Moshfik. So much wisdom, always. A beautiful teacher you are. Yes, of course. We have learned, we are learning. And this is, the beauty is all around us. We have to understand that. And this is the way we understand that there is no inequality, there is no separation. So we are all in this one planet, one nation, one race for justice and world peace. Thank you, my dear Moshfik. Thank you so much. And salam, namaste, salute, my dear. Anybody, any beautiful soul want to share anything more? Yes, welcome, welcome.
I just wanted to read in the chat from Lisbeth, from UC member from Colombia, or Spanish UCM member, who says, we, the UC, wish to elevate the soul of the presidents, the military, and that the conflicts of the government are resolved for the benefit of the people and respecting their right to choose their election.
I am present. We are present, my dear Lisbeth. Thank you.
I am present.
Any beautiful souls else want to say anything? Share? Or we can wrap. Yeah.
Just wanted to mention that I feel we're in a real state of flux right now, of major upheavals and changes will be occurring this week and next week. And as the truth gets brought forward into the world, there'll be a call for more transparency and a call for many of the leaders of the world to step down. So I see big changes in the next while. And I think it's really, really exciting and a positive sign of it's the sign of the new technology now has an opportunity. There's a space gap in our perception of the world, and it's an excellent opportunity for the new technology to simply move into place. And it's really, really exciting times right now. And I know it looks bad on the surface in terms of some of the conflicts that are going on, but behind the scenes, we see that there is major revelations, especially through the things coming out through Twitter and through Elon Musk right now. And I think we're going to see a resolution of many of the restrictions that have been put on the Keshe Foundation and knowledge seekers and the censorship and so on, that will start to now come out in the open, and the truth will come out, and it will set us free, as they say. So I'm really looking forward to the next the next couple of weeks here, not for Christmas, but for the Christmas present that's brought through transparency and truth, that spirit of Mithra that is threading its way through the planet right now.
Yes,
You know,
my
Rick,
dear Rick. Oh, yes, of course.
last Sunday, Mr. Keshe says you will see their names on top of the list with the new technology, the wireless, the remote technology. This has a double meaning. They will come, maybe for their greed or for their health or whatever, but the connection is there and the elevation will happen. It's the beauty. Every step Mr. Keshe takes has always 2 or 3 steps ahead. And it's exactly like you said, this is the chance, this is the time. Thank you.
Jacko, can I just quickly say to you, I think what you just said there is very important, that it's time, place and position. And this technology, this understanding, when the time is right, it touches all of us and we all come forward and we all receive. And it doesn't matter whether you are, wherever you're positioned on the planet, we all have certain requirements within ourselves to receive energies and to then give, and we all do it to our understanding. However, when you come to a position where the physicality starts to take another position, many people, the soul matures, or the soul of physicality matures, and then people step into a position where they want to receive something. And so it comes to everybody, every soul that has a certain intelligence, to ask to receive. The other creatures and beings around, they don't communicate with the words and speeches that we give. However, they communicate with their thoughts and actions and the way they interact with their vicinity, within their communities, within their environment. And most give. That's the whole ethos. They give and just to be part of. When we have a condition where we have people that have been in positions, I'm talking about humanity here, that have had a position of great authority bestowed upon them, whether taken or given, there comes a responsibility to oneself and to the totality of who you represent. And the souls know this, and there's no hiding from the soul. The soul is present and knows what the physicality is doing. This process and this understanding touches the soul aspect of humanity and all the beings and all the creatures present. So it's an elevation. It's beyond the matter state. So it's beyond the physical. It's beyond this. It's touching the higher self. And so we all have this, and we will all be touched by this. We're all part of it. So be present, be joyous, give, and you will receive. And for each and every single one of us, you will all be part of it and be part of each and every one of us, as we already are. We have no choice. So thank you, Jacko. I think what you just said there was very important. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jacko. Thank you, my dear Rick, for sharing. And it is really, really the truth is coming out, and the liquefaction of the matter, what we understand, all it from yawns, is thinning, and actually the condition is like transmuting, of course. And many are in this understanding of beauty and totality. And many are in the level of understanding, are going to understand when the truth is come out. So thank you. So we can go to the next slide, my dear Rick, if there is no other sharing. Here we are here to serve, not to be served. And that is it. The Universal Council. Thank you so much. Welcome, my dear ones. Welcome. Suswagatam to the beautiful energy, beauty and totality of Keshe Foundation, Spaceship Institute, beautiful energy of all universal souls, all over, wherever they are. And then I will say, Salam, Namaste, Salute. This is Shweta Anwar, UC, Hindi language. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Sweta. Thanks to all the members of the Universal Council here today. Let me just get up my, I've lost my background image here. I just want to get that back up again. Okay. There we go. Okay, well, great workshop. Thank you, everybody for attending here today on Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. This has been the 252nd One Nation, One Planet, One Race for World Peace and Justice. And what else do we have coming up? I think we have, Marie has a public teaching, I believe, at 9 p.m. Central European Time. Can somebody confirm that for me? That's TV Galactica.
I think last week was the last presentation until they find, or they're in the process of finding, a new platform, perhaps on the YouTube channel for the Brazilian team. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe someone can clarify.
Yes, you're right. It was the last time I was there. And they have issues they have to solve. So it was the last time last week.
Okay, great. I'm sure she will find an avenue somewhere there.
Yes.
That force will continue to go through. Okay, well, we have the Keshe Plasma Reactor Group coming up Wednesday starting at 7 a.m. Central European Time. And people are welcome to bring their replications of the plasma technology or any questions or comments on any topics related to the plasma knowledge. And even if it's not related, we can take the plasma hammer and make it into something that we can talk about in a plasmatic manner.
Plasma hammer?
Square pegs and round holes.
Yeah.
We find a way.
Yes. Really? Oh my God. Really? And my friend, what about this avenue? How about some dance?
Okay, yes. Well, we see a dancing child here, and
yeah,
in order to keep Sweta's dancing child happy, we have to play the flight enhancement Spaceship musical version. All right, thank you, Shweta. Thank you, everybody. And thanks to our co-hosts as well, Mark and Elias, to be there in the background. And I think that's it for today. So we'll launch into the space flight enhancement spaceship unit music version. And bye, everyone. See you in the next public teaching workshop.